So the next question we have is, should one consider hiring for skill or talent? Now, if I own a business or organization and I want to hire, will I be looking out for skilled people or talented people?
Well, this is the question of looking out for skill or talent. If we draw out of the question and look at it more broadly, what the employer is looking for is actually competence.
Okay.
We are looking for somebody that can deliver.
Yes.
Yes, irrespective of the person's whether the person is skilled or whether the person is talented. So if you walk into the average store, right, um, I doubt if there are people who go to school to learn how to become sales girls. But then, so we would not say that they are skilled as per they have gone through a systematic process of education
Okay.
in the light of becoming a sales
Yes.
girl. Yes, but then we would say that they are skilled because they have watched somebody and they have learned through. Because if you notice, the idea of being skilled is that you are being trained through certain processes. You are being taken step by step into acquiring the necessary abilities to perform something, right? So if we now say that what should somebody look out for when you are hiring, right? Do you look for a skilled person or do you look for a talented person? What you are actually looking for is somebody that is competent in that area.
Okay.
So the competence now helps us to shift away skill and talent and then look at the basics and what exactly will help my company or my organization now to be successful in the grand scheme of things. So if we say, okay, let's imagine a scenario where we have someone who is skilled
Okay.
and competent, and then someone who is talented and competent. Because I mean, competence, the idea of competence is that the person can deliver on the job, irrespective of um, having gone through any education or not. But then, if the person can deliver on the job that the person has been asked for. So let us say that we have two individuals like that
Okay.
now.
Okay, sorry to cut you.
Yes.
Don't you think competence is built when through training?
Well, yes, competence is enhanced
Okay,
through
it's
training for the
enhanced.
person. Yes,
Okay.
for the person who is very talented. I don't know. You might have seen someone who is extremely talented as a singer. From the age of 5 or 7, this person is already singing and doing things with his or her voice that someone who is of an older age might not be able to do.
Mm.
We would say that such person has not been trained particularly, but
Okay.
then the person can perform to a good level,
Okay.
to a very, very good level. Now imagine that such person now is trained. It will increase the competence of that person. I
Okay.
don't know if you get.
Okay.
Yes. So the competence now is the increasing factor.
Alright.
Yes. But then the skill now, it helps us to understand that, okay, this person has gone through training.
Okay.
Yes. So as much as you might see a video of somebody, a young child online that is just singing, and another child that has gone through a music school.
Yeah.
Yes. And then your best bet would be to pick the person who has been trained because you know that okay, they have subjected this person to certain factors that will bring out the best
Best.
form of that art.
Yes.
Yes. So the question about which do you pick in terms of skill and then talent.
Talent.
Yes, it will help us to go back to what does the person who is employing actually want.
Alright.
Yes.
Okay.
What do you what do you want? So we now have to ask certain questions like I was saying before. The job you want this person to perform, does it require what's the duration of this job? Is it going to take a long time? Are you going to have to count on the loyalty of this person? Because if you don't have to count on the any character trait of this person, then you might want to go for a talented person because the person can deliver for you. Then that's one. Then two, would this person have to pass down the knowledge to somebody else? Right. So if you have to pass down, then you might want to go for a skilled person, and that's because the person has gone through steps. And if
Yeah.
there are steps, then the steps can be replicated.
Yes.
Yes. So it depends on exactly what you want to go for, what you are looking for, in what do you want to achieve, and what are the factors behind what you want to achieve in the job that you're looking for to give either a skilled or a competent person. In the grand scheme of things, it is important because in our world today, the EQ and the emotional intelligence of people are taken highly into consideration when people are being
Okay.
employed. Yes.
Okay.
So for someone who is talented, you might want to really drill the person, and that's where character comes in. And that's how we know that skill will discipline you. And so you can be able to say that um, the person who is skilled, there's a higher chance of this person having a better work attitude
All right.
outside of, yes, because I've come across people who are excellent. This person can come on stage and speak fluently and wow the crowd. But then if you tell this person to do any background work that has to do with putting himself in check and doing certain things towards, it's almost difficult for this person because spontaneously he's natural on stage.
Mm.
And then when we talk about the skill now, it's like it's almost lacking. So for this kind of situations now, you might want to look at the nature of the job. Like I said, the nature of the job that you're giving, the duration of how long is it going to take? Am I going to have to count on the character of this person? And then also, will this person be in a position to transfer this knowledge? And then, so in the case of transferring knowledge, now it's easier for one who is skilled to do that than one who is talented, because for the talented, it's more spontaneous.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
That's good. So from what you just said now, if I want to judge, if I want to judge from my own, okay, looking at me now, if I stand in the shoes of an employer, right? From what you just said, I will go for a skilled person. I don't know, that's my bias too. But I'll go for a skilled because if character is involved, but I think it's the edge there, as you said, rightly said, is having the talent and
Yes.
building
Yes.
yourself still,
Yes.
which is the
Being able
skill
to.
now.
Yes.
Yes, it builds character, it builds there are certain level of there are other aspects of the skill we are looking at. Now, when we mention skill, to a layman, whoever hears the word skill, the only thing he feels or thinks about is handwork.
True.
That's the
True.
only thing.
Yes.
And meanwhile, we have teamwork, we have
Exactly.
character, as you said,
Exactly.
and all of this they are
Exactly.
built
They are
when
learned in
you
the
learn
process.
it.
Yes.
Yes, in the process of
In the process of performing.
training
Yes.
and performing. Yes. So I think going with that's me though.